lovely viewers, you are welcome once again to Prime Sports TV. This is the Prime Late Night Sports. I'm your host, Kyei Benjamin. I'm here to give you the latest sports news concerning transfers and some team players and how they are going to fare in the upcoming season, in the La Liga season especially. Let's first start with the little transfer news that we have for our viewers. I'm starting from Cuti Romero, Tottenham's player. Cuti Romero's agents are still in contact with Atletico Madrid to make sure that his move from Tottenham Hotspur to Atletico Madrid becomes successful. Also, we move on to an exclusive story confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that Berat Gym City has joined Saudi club Al Diriyah from Atlanta on a fee of 3 million euros. Also, Kenan Drisbiro, the former Chelsea player who joined Everton last season, is taking the new number 8 jersey this coming season in the English Premier League. Also, Newcastle new manager Matthias Jassel is pushing for a move for Olympique Marseille player Pierre-Emile Højbjerg to come to Newcastle. They are still in contact with Højbjerg's agent to make sure the deal becomes successful. We also move on to former Bournemouth player Dean Huijsen, who joined Real Madrid last season, has taken the number 4 jersey this upcoming season. Huijsen made it clear that Sergio Ramos, the former Real Madrid player who was wearing this jersey, has been his idol from his childhood. Also, we give you the news of Inter Milan is keen on Tottenham Hotspur player Jet Spence, but the deal depends if Tottenham Hotspur is going to open its doors in the upcoming weeks. The last news we have for you is Ghanaian prospect player Caleb Yuenchi has started his training at Coventry City in England. These are the little transfer news we have for you this evening. We continue with our sports news by touching on some La Liga teams, their squad, and how they are going to fare in the upcoming season in the Spanish La Liga. We are starting our news with Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid. Coach Diego Simeone is the man in charge. We look at their goalkeepers that they are heading with into the new season with. You have Juan Musso, you have Jan Oblak, and also Xavi Esquivel. These are the 3 goalkeepers Atletico Madrid are entering the new season with. Defenders, we have the likes of Matteo Ruggeri, we have the likes of Dani Martinez. Also, we have Noah Molina. Molina has departed from Atletico Madrid to AS Roma, so Molina is not part of the squad anymore. We have the likes of Marcos Llorente, Robin Lenormand, we have Maria Jimenez, Mark Pupil, David Hanko, and Matteo Ruggeri, as I said earlier. These are the defenders Madrid, Atletico are heading into the new season with. We also look at their midfielders. Remember, Thomas Lemar was at Girona last season playing on loan. Lemar has returned to Atletico Madrid. We have the likes of Koke, Martin Holdman. We have Rodrigo Mendoza. We have the likes of Kangin Lee, who has returned from a transfer from Paris Saint-Germain to Atletico Madrid. Kangin Lee was Paris Saint-Germain player last season, but Atletico Madrid have signed him to be part of their new squad in the upcoming season. We also have the likes of Guillermo Simoni, Alex Baena, and Alejandro Grimaldo, who has been signed from Bayern Leverkusen. We look at the center forwards. We have Julian Alvarez, who is a top target for Barcelona. We have Ademola Lookman, Alexander Solo, Carlos Martin, Sergio Esteban. Yes, these are the players that Atletico Madrid are heading into the new season with. And how are they going to fare? We know Atletico Madrid are definitely going to challenge for the Spanish La Liga with the likes of Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Villarreal. We move on to FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona and their squad in the upcoming season. We know the main man in charge, is Coach Hansi Flick. We move on to the goalkeepers that Barcelona are presenting for the upcoming season. Already we have the likes of Juan Garcia, who is their number 1 goalkeeper. We have the likes of Wojciech Szczesny, the backup goalkeeper to Juan Garcia. We also have the likes of Ike Rodriguez. These are the goalkeepers that Barcelona will be presenting for the upcoming season. Let's look at the defenders Barca will be presenting. We have the likes of Pau Kubasi. We have Jules Koundé. We have Alejandro Balde, Andres Christensen, who recently signed a new deal with Barcelona. We have the likes of Eric Garcia. We have Gerard Martin, Hector Fort, and Xavi Expert. These are the defenders Barcelona will be heading into the new season with. We move on to the midfielders. As usual, we have the likes of Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, Marc Casado, Marc Bernal, and the new signing, Jesse Bisiu, the new signing from Club Brugge. We have the likes of Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri, Gavi, and Frankie de Jong, who is currently injured. We move on to the forward. We have the likes of Ronnie Badji. Badji was actually heading out on loan from Barcelona, but the sad news is that he has tear his anterior cruciate ligament. So Badji will be out for 6 to 7 months. We have the likes of their new signing, Anton Gordon and Karim Adeyemi. And Ferran Torres, currently we made you aware that Ferran Torres' agent is having a conversation with Paris Saint-Germain. So these are the squad Barcelona will be presenting to the Spanish La Liga new season. We move on from Barcelona. We move on to Athletic Bilbao. Last season was not a good season for Athletic Bilbao. We can all confirm. Athletic Bilbao have changed their coach. We have coach Edin Terzic as their new head coach. We have goalkeepers in the likes of Unai Simon. We have Alex Padilla and the likes of Mikel Santos. These are the goalkeepers that Athletic Bilbao will be presenting. We have defenders in the likes of Emerick Laporte. We have Dani Vivien, Adama Boiro. We have Yuri Bechiche. We have Eito Paredes, Yuri Alvarez, Jesus Areso, and Andoni Gorisabel. These are the defenders that Athletic Bilbao will be presenting in the upcoming season. We look at the midfielders in the likes of Nico Williams. We know Barcelona has stopped pursuing for Nico Williams. We have Nico and his brother Inaki, Oyan Sunset. We have Alex Berenguer. We also have Luis de la Galarreta. We have Robert Navarro and Alejandro Rego Mora. These are the players or the midfielders Bilbao will be presenting for the new season. We hope this upcoming season becomes a successful season for Bilbao. You have forward in the likes of Alvaro Jallo, you have Gorka Guruzeta, and Maron Sanaji. These are the forward for Bilbao in the upcoming season, and we hope Bilbao do better. Last season was really, really bad with Bilbao. Then we go to the team of the moment, the team who is signing big players. If you joke, Real Madrid will come and steal your player. If Kotoko has a player, they should put him on transfer. Real Madrid will sign. Real Madrid is becoming wild in the transfer market. We all know the man in charge. Yes, Jose Mourinho. This is the coach in charge of Real Madrid in the upcoming season. We all know the goalkeepers for Real Madrid in the likes of Thibaut Courtois and also Andre Lunin. These are the goalkeepers Real Madrid will be presenting for the season. We move on to the defenders. We have the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Antonio Rudiger, Dean Huijsen, Eder Militao, who is currently injured. We have the likes of Raul Asensio, the new signing from Chelsea, Marc Cucurella, Alvaro Carreras. We have Ferland Mendy, Ibrahim Konate, who didn't extend his deal at Liverpool last season. It was also part of the new Madrid squad. We have David Jimenez, Juan Martinez, Lamini Fati. Also, don't forget, Denzel Dumfries have signed from Madrid from Inter Milan. We move on to the midfielders. We have the likes of England's best talent player in Jude Bellingham. We have Federico Valverde, Arda Güler, we have Brahim Diaz, Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni, Bernardo Silva recently signed as a free agent from Manchester City, Thiago Pitach, and as I mentioned earlier, Denzel Dumfries. Let's look at the forward. We have the almighty Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., who recently penned down a new 6-year contract to stay at Real Madrid. Rodrigo, who is still treating his ACL injury. Endrick, teams are currently talking with Endrick's agent for a loan, but Endrick is currently part of the Real Madrid squad. And the new boy in town, Jean Diamande, is part of the attackers, and the new striker in Carlos SP for Real Madrid. We move on to Sevilla. We are hoping Sevilla do well this season because Sevilla almost went to relegation in last season. It was God who came in for Sevilla. Sevilla has been one of the top teams in La Liga, one of the best teams when it comes to the UEFA Europa Cup. All right, let's look at the goalkeepers that Sevilla will be presenting. We have the likes of Odysseus Vlachodimos. We have Fran Gonzalez. We also have Rafa Romero. These are the goalkeepers that Sevilla will be presenting in the upcoming season. We look at the defenders in the likes of Julio Diaz, Ike Munoz, Andres Castrin. We have Gabriel Suazo Macau currently injured. We have Jose Angel Carmona, Kike Salas. We have Andrea Pedrosa, Juan Iglesias. These are the defenders Sevilla will be presenting. Also, we look at the midfielders in the likes of Lucien Agumen, Pecky Fernandez, Juan Jordan, also Guridi, Bueno, Ibraso, and Nico Gullien. The midfielders that Sevilla will be presenting in the upcoming season. And attackers in the likes of Isaac Romero, Alphonse Gonzalez, Angel Castillo, and Jesus Acuna. The players Sevilla will be presenting in the upcoming season. Let's also move on to Real Sociedad, one of the top teams when it comes into the Spanish La Liga. These are the goalkeepers Sociedad will be presenting. Alex Romero, we have Unai Marrero, Theo Folgado. We have defenders in the likes of Inaki Rupires. We have Lukin Baita, Javi Lopez, Ian Munoz, Jean Pacheco. We have the likes of Jean Aramburu, Sergio Gomez, Alvaro Odriozola. We have Igor Zubeldia, Juan Martin, and Kazunari Kita. The defenders that Sociedad will be taking into the upcoming season. Midfielders in the likes of Dani Diaz, Pablo Marin, Mikel Gotti, Alex Macau, Ibai Aguri, Alex Lebelbe, and we have John Gorotadeki, and we have Bernat Turintes. These are the midfielders. And also don't forget Kubo, Lucas Susic, Goncalo Guedes is currently at Sociedad. We have Carlos Soler, we have Anda Marentia, we have Job Otieng. These are the midfielders that Real Sociedad will be taking to the new season. Attackers in the likes of Spain forward, Mikel Oyarzabal, Ori Oscarsen, you have John Karikaburu, and Karia Zaranz. These are the attackers Sociedad will be taking to the new season. And we have the coach of Pellegrino Matarazzo. This is Real Sociedad's coach for the upcoming La Liga season. We then touch on our last La Liga top team in the upcoming season in the likes of Villarreal. Villarreal has been a miracle last season and they will be featuring in the Champions League. We have goalkeepers in the form of Luis Jr., Peter Golashi, the former RB Leipzig goalkeeper, and we have Ruben Gomez. Defenders in the likes of Musa Diallo, Pau Navarro, Sergi Cardona. You have Logan Costa, Carlos Romero, Renato Vega, the former Chelsea player, Wanford, Alexander Freeman, Carlos Romero. These are the defenders that Villarreal will be taking to the Spanish La Liga, kicking off in weeks ahead. We have midfielders in the likes of Papi Kyei. We have Elias Akumak. We have Tajan Buchanan, Alberto Molero, Alicen Diata, Thiago Fernandez, Santi Comesena, and Carlos Macia. These are the midfielders for Villarreal in the upcoming season. Forward in the likes of Nicolas Pepe, the Ivorian international. We have Mikel Tardi. We have Gerard Moreno, Ayozi Perez, the former Newcastle and Udinese player. We have Hugo Lopez and Tani Oluwaseyi. These are the attackers that Villarreal will be taking to the Spanish La Liga to compete for the La Liga champions. We have coach in the name of Inigo Perez. These are the teams that we are touching for the Spanish La Liga in the upcoming season, hoping that they will compete for the La Liga top spot. Yes, welcome to Prime Sports again. As I said earlier, we cannot leave without acknowledging certain sponsors that we have. We have Florence Skincare, we have Ajolo Media. These are our current sponsors that we have sponsoring Prime Sports TV. Don't forget Prime TV. It's a whole media TV on itself. We undertake programs such as wedding, engagement, naming ceremony, and also funeral ceremony. If you want nice videos, nice pictures, just go to the comment section and chat us. We will respond kindly to you. Also, there is an advertisement that I want to make for Fantrip family who is having their sign-out party coming out this weekend at Corinthians Pub at Ejoso. It's free for ladies, 20 cedis for the guys. All black. My guys, Charlie, you are tired after exams. Come and release the stress. This is what we have for you this evening at Prime Sports TV. I'm your host, Kyei Benjamin. Have a good night, and remember, with God, all things are possible. Bye.